Hi, welcome to episode 3 of the Bridge Hammock Battle Series. This one we're going to look at the Warbonnet Ridge Runner Bridge Hammock. Everything Warbonnet does when they come out with a new product seems to have everything that everyone's looking for in that type of hammock. They've done the same thing with the Warbonnet Bridge Hammock. Like we've been talking about, this hammock has an integrated bug net, and the thing that's nicer about this compared to the other two hammocks we looked at is the bug net is up high and out of your face. This is done through these bungee cords that are tied onto the bug net that hold it up. Now this is nice because when you sit up in the hammock as well, the bug net's not blocking you, so you can't sit up and look and see what's going on around you, and it keeps it completely off your body and out of your face. They have it at both ends, so both your feet and your face will be free from the bug net. This hammock only weighs 25 ounces. So I'm going to bring in, we can take a closer look at what this with the Warbonnet Ridge Runner has to offer. This hammock is 40 inches at its longest point, which is this top spreader bar. And it's only 26 inches in the center. So keep that in mind when you're looking at what type of tarps to use for this hammock. As you can see, I put the bug net away. It folds completely up and it has a pouch at the end that you can just tie the bug net into and keep it out of your way if you don't want to use it, maybe if you're winter camping or something. Like the Eureka Chrysalis, this hammock has a double layer. Now when you're talking about storage, the Warbonnet Ridge Runner has the best storage options out of the two. As you can see, it has these things called saddle bags. It has pouches, there's like a double pouch on each side of the hammock. And even with the bug net zipped up, you can access these saddle bags from inside your hammock. So these will fit anything you need, from books, Kleenex, water bottles, snacks, anything you want to store inside these things. You got plenty of space to put it in there. You can put clothes, socks, warmer underclothes for when you're sleeping. Yeah, there's lots of great storage options in these saddle bags. Now we're going to take a look at the tippiness of this hammock. So, let's try. It is significantly more difficult to try and roll out of this one. You would have to really be in a dead sleep to try and roll up it. I mean, if you're sitting up, maybe you want to switch directions you're in or something. Yeah, this thing's not going anywhere. Now, as a chair, I don't really like it as a chair. I like to have more back support. That's just me though. For someone else, this might be a good chair. Yeah, so tippiness, yeah, it's not bad. You're not going to fall out of this guy. We're going to try out some sleeping positions. Lying flat on my back, I don't feel any shoulder squeeze, and I can put my arms however I want without them falling over the edge or on the seam. I can even extend my arms over my head comfortably. Let's try the jackhammer. Like all the other bridge hammocks too, the jackhammer isn't as easy position to do without having your leg, the top half of your knee, going over the edge of the hammock. Same with sleeping on your side. I can't get into full fetal position without my legs going over the edge of the side. For me, I could sleep comfortably on the top of the hammock, but if you sleep on your side and you're flat, it's pretty good. But sleeping on your stomach, you kind of get elevated a little bit. But you can take this middle bar out, flatten out a little bit more, and you definitely will be able to sleep on your stomach down. So yeah, you can do most of the positions you like on here. It's pretty comfortable. Now let's take a look at the view that you get from within this hammock. So as you can see,
is very similar to the Eureka chrysalis in the sense that you get a full 360 view. Now for the suspension system of the suspension for the Warbonnet hammock, you simply have a carabiner clip. You wrap it around the tree, clip it in, tighten it up. Then you have a buckle system. So to tighten or loosen your hammock, you simply put the buckle out, tighten or loosen it, and then let it seal shut. And then that thing's not going anywhere. To me, this has been the quickest, easiest setup of all suspension systems I've used. So I really enjoy this one.
Now that we got the general overview of this hammock, let's set up some tarps and see what it looks like with the tarps on.
Okay, so we have the DD 3x3 meter tarp set up under the Warbonnet Ridge Runner. As you can see, there's plenty of space. Like, you're not touching the tarp at all. So, you know, really, the only tarps I think you can't use on the bridge hammocks are the diamond style tarps. These 3x3 meter and the other tarp that I was using, the Jacks Are Better 10 by 11 foot tarps, like they both completely cover the hammocks, and the bars don't seem to really rub up against the edges. It just depends on how you set up the tarp. If you set up the tarp right, then you're good. If you don't set up the tarp right, then you're gonna have trouble. So this is the sample of what it looks like with the Ridge Runner, and I'm gonna set up the other one and we'll take a look and see how it looks with the Ridge Runner. Okay, so I have the Jacks Are Better 10 feet by 11 foot tarp set up here, and as you can see, there is plenty of space in here. You could almost fit 2 full hammocks underneath this guy. Not bridge hammocks, but regular hammocks. Anyways, there's no touching on the edges. There's space to spare. You can fit all of your gear, everything underneath here. So this tarp will work for all three, as will the 3x3 meter tarp. So like I said before, the only tarp that I know that doesn't necessarily work well for the bridge style hammocks is the diamond style tarps.
Okay, let's insulate this hammock. I'm going to throw this Underquilt on by Enlightened Equipment, and also the Eureka sleeping pad underneath here. So let's go ahead and throw this out. So there you go, there's the Underquilt. Comes up nicely on the sides. The only thing you might have to worry about with this, using an Underquilt, is the side saddle pockets. They're going to be pushing down the Underquilt a little bit for the storage. So you might be able to get no, you wouldn't be able to put them over the side, I don't think. So it might be a small issue for some people, but it definitely wasn't for me. Putting a sleeping pad in this hammock is just like the Eureka chrysalis, and just as easy because it has the double layer where you can enter your hand on both sides to put the pad in. So I'm going to throw it in. show you what it's like. And just like that, you're done. Simple, quick, efficient. I like it when the double layer is on the inside and it's accessible from both sides. Alright, so that's it for the bridge hammock battle reviews. I hope you enjoyed it. Just so you know, my personal pick is this Warbonnet Ridge Runner. I find it to be the best out of all three. I'm going to give you all the specs and everything like that in a few seconds, from all the hammocks and where they score in certain points in different areas, and you can make a decision yourself on which hammock you would like to go with. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. Please subscribe to my videos and check out my website, www.campinghammock-reviews.com.